here, I am alive, and I think my voice sounds weird because I am recovering from, I think I had a fever. I don't know. I live in America. Do you think I go to the doctor when I'm sick? No. I go to the Grim Reaper's house. I'm just kidding. But I'm not that kidding. I'm only a little bit kidding. I've got a very big glass of water next to me because I know I'm going to be using it because otherwise I would die. Just gotta open up live. Got a message sent out in Discord. Yeah, it looks like everything. Nope, opened the wrong thing. Whoopsie daisy. I honestly, it was ironic. It's always been ironic thing to say whoopsie daisy, but it's been getting, honestly, I don't think I can say that it's ironic anymore because of just how much I say it. But yeah, looks like everything's good, everything's up and on running. And today we'll be talking about Kaleo. Now, for anyone looking at the thumbnail, you would know that it's a completely different thumbnail than all of the others, and that is because, to put it simply, I forgot. I forgot to draw her holy symbol. I mean, I've been so sick the past. I was planning to draw it over like the weekend, like and stuff, like like on Saturday or Sunday or something. But I was so cripplingly sick those days. It it was genuinely hard to do or want to do anything. But now I am here and I am doing stuff. So, hey, hooray. Well, yeah, today we'll be talking about Kaleo, one of the other blues now added to my blue list. The drawing I showed specifically on the thumbnail is this one. Because, I don't know, it's a drawing in my sketchbook. I actually have a few of her in my sketchbook. So let me... I said. Really likes it. Where? No, I passed it. I definitely did. It's one of these. There he is. There she is. This is, honestly, I don't know which drawing I should have picked. I do definitely... This one's definitely... I really like this one, but... I don't know. I cannot decide. But yeah, I haven't even drawn her. I've never drawn her holy symbol ever. I don't even have an idea. And here's another little Kaleo sketch. There's Valkyrie as well. Yeah. Honestly, most of my doodles have been little character doodles, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about Kaleo now. But before we talk about Kaleo, there's a few things that I want to talk about. One, I'm still working on my long-form video that should be out anytime this month. I mean, maybe it'll be in April. That being really sick put me off schedule so bad. But I finally got my alias fish. I talked about my alias fish. Yeah, now my alias and Nuri fish are united. I don't know. You swim me right around, baby, right around. This is why you come to early stream. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't it look just like him? Kidding, of course. But yeah. Then Manuri fish. I already showed my new ray fish on stream, but now I'm showing both my fish on stream. 2 fishes. But more importantly, I got a button maker. I'll be releasing a video, like 2 shorts on it soon. But look at my little button. It's my baby girl. It's my set. She's in button form. This is a digital drawing I made because, you know, I do a lot of digital art. But yeah, then I printed it out, put it into my button machine, and yeah. So now I can make custom buttons, and I just wanted to show that. So I'm definitely gonna make a short about that too. I don't know if I'll make a long form. I don't think there's enough content in button making to make a long form video, but I could sure try. But for now, I don't think I will. So let's get to it. Let's go Kaleo. Kaleo is one of my favorite characters. Real, and I'm really happy to talk about Kaleo because I also do get. It's not going to be a big deal, but I do get to talk about Valkyrie again. Just because, well, I talk about all their god second pairing. So last time we did Karma, the god of fire. So we did a lot of character designing for my Mother of Revolution. And hello, Nom23. Hello. Hi, I waved to you. I have no idea if you can hear me, so I'll just say hello. Cat face. Hello. There you go. But, so, just to say, I recognize your comments and stuff. So, goodness gracious, Rose, stop. But yeah. This is Karma, God of Fire. This is what we did last time. And she is the first of the new gods. We're in the new gods range where we've got, after we discuss Kaleo, we will have 2 more gods left. And Echo is definitely going to take like 2 streams. Well, not definitely. Just might. And I'm probably going to plan for it. And Reinu, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with him. So, this is Kaleo. As you can see, my writing is as good as ever. You know, sucks. Like it's normal. And I just realized everything is crooked. So I'm trying to decrooked it now. Okay, you can hear you. Hi! I'm glad you can hear me. Yeah. Kaleo. Maybe I should do a stream where I just make buttons. Maybe that's an idea. But so I gotta design her holy symbol. I don't want to. I don't want to do this, but we need to. I'm just gonna draw a simple shape and then I'm gonna remember. Well, I wasn't paying attention and my computer lagged for like 2 minutes. Honestly, that is funny. Sucks for you, Lamau. It feels weird to say Lamau. I type it a lot. Come on, please focus. Thank you. No, that's not focusing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate when you actually work with me. So, Kaleo is with the god of the weather. Any design I've ever drawn her, she always has one eye closed and one eye open. And that part of that other side of her face has been very severely damaged. So, yeah. Very severely damaged, so she only uses that one eye because her other one isn't used, so the other one's always closed. And a part of this is a reference to the whole Eye of the Storm. A storm only knows one eye. If you do not know, the Eye of a Storm usually refers to a hurricane or tornado and goes to its calm center. In the center, it is calm, versus around it is all chaos. But, so, I was gonna do, like, a play off that, because Kaleo also has this beaded lashes. So I was thinking about her symbology with an eye. And a part of that was thinking maybe these round swirly points to do that weather thing. But every time I design something like this, and I know it's really small, I can't zoom in much more, and it's not focusing. Focus! It's not making it any easier to see it. Please, please. Dare goodness you. Just focus. 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 A. Move. There. There. No. We love the first half of stream. It's just me fighting with the camera. But yeah, there's that. Oh, you can really see how bad my words are. I thought my words were good today. But then I got to the writing the word God and I messed up everything. And I'm just gonna look up symbols for weather real quickly. Yeah, of course we got the simple, like, cloud. It's just showing me weather symbols, just cloud, lightning, storm, boom. Those are my ideas. I think I'm gonna look weather in symbology. Because it's just showing me the little weather icon symbols and what those mean, and I don't care what the weather symbols mean, I know what they mean. Not Synology, there's an M in there. Why did I forget to type the M? We will never do a writing stream, ever. Because I will die. Die I will. Ah, it's still not showing me the right thing. I'm angry and in distress. But yeah. I just got a message from Discord on something unrelated, sending a custom emoji in that one server I'm in, which is labeled boo-hoo, when I was complaining about not finding the things. So, yeah, boo-hoo indeed. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to combine the idea of weather and eye. Like, what if I did, like, a teardrop and, like, I don't know. And by teardrop, I meant to say raindrop, but I don't know. I don't know what rain is. I'm just kidding, of course, but maybe this idea never works out. I'm gonna put back this stupid eraser. No, I'm not putting this stupid eraser on this pencil. It never works out. I've been doing it for a while, and it's never worked out for me. Should probably just grab my other pencil, but I'm not. I'm just gonna... I don't even know. I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm just gonna use this stupid pink pencil. Oh, never mind. Bad idea. I'll use, no. I'll use this stupid Halloween pencil. There we go. Perfect. Are you going to... I saw your message, Daniel. No, you're not on stream, but... Are you gonna read this on stream? And if you are, please look at this cute cat. Thank you for the cute cat, Daniel. I will say. I cannot show you the picture of the cat, sadly. But I did read it on stream. Yeah, believe it or not, I can see your messages in the Discord server. So, yeah. Hello, Daniel. I saw the cute cat you sent. So, another idea. Maybe instead of being all dramatic, swirly I just kind of do normal stuff. But now that looks too close to the symbol for Pandora. Oh, goodness, Hold up, new idea. Kaleo wears a crown. So what if I do her little spike crown? And no, that looks, I don't know, lightning bolt. I don't know. Stupid. Okay, maybe cloud, simple cloud idea. Covering eye. That's an idea, of course. I'm coping. Yeah. That's the best idea I have so far. So I'm gonna, of course it's blurry again. Goodness, gonna die by that, the camera. Not me, but I'm probably also gonna die. I remembered to grab water for stream for the first time. Believe it or not, talking a lot hurts. I wouldn't know. I'm like a professional at talking a lot. Beep. Oh, that is the completely wrong place. Here you go. There's a circle. Congrats. See, I told you I knew how to use a compass, guys. Last time I needed to use this. Question: what is your most traumatized character, or least / more happy character, and how would they react? So, I don't like comparing trauma because, each traumatic event is impacting people differently, and something that is serious for you might be less serious for someone else, for something that might be serious for them might not be serious for you, because that depends on a lot of stuff. Growing up, just viewing that from a psychological standpoint. However, if we're talking just a sheer mass of trauma, I think Whiteout wins. Because he is my only character who has truly faced everything. And it was an accident, too. He's a silly little guy and he's coping. So I think Whiteout, definitely. And then, I don't know, who's my least traumatized character? I think Off the top of my head, I would have to say Arizu? I definitely have a character less traumatized than her, but out of characters that are just off the top of my head I've developed, I'd have to say Arizu the succubus. So for Whiteout and Arizu the succubus, so it depends. Are we talking Whiteout pre or post fall? If it's pre-fall Whiteout, then Whiteout will most likely try to start a confrontation or a fight because he's a dumb little brat. Like, he's the most traumatized character. He has some level right to be a brat, but that doesn't make him any less of a dumb little brat. Sorry, just felt the need to prove again that I can use a compass. Oh yeah. Ooh. So if it is pre-fallen Whiteout, then it would probably be a fight. If it was post-fallen Whiteout, then yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a friendly conversation. Arizu's quite sweet. It really just depends on how Whiteout react. Whether he decides to be an a-hole or not. And if Whiteout did try to cause conflict, then um Arizu would probably just leave, run away. Arizu's a professional at that. And Whiteout would probably, I don't know. He'd give up the hunt. He doesn't care too much about causing harm. Kind of lazy, but yeah. I would just say where we are in the lore now, it's a confrontation that is not gonna go well. Sorry, geez. Again, I am getting over being very sick. I am feeling way better though. But okay, I think there's other things that you need to I need to factor into that interaction. Sorry, I'm overthinking this right now. Because now we have to ask another question. Is Arizu's wife present? Because if Arizu's wife is present, things are completely different. Because Arizu's wife is a fallen angel. And since, I talked about Whiteout pre or post fall, Whiteout's whole stick is trying to hunt down fallen angels, so it really is just is Arizu's wife there, because things get so much weirder and more difficult. These characters do actually meet because of that, but yeah. I guess Arizu is due a massive apology from Whiteout. Thank you for your question, Daniel, though. So I think this is an idea I got going on. Kind of like, yeah, draw a line in between. Honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and I'm counting it as a win. I think for now, don't keep your hopes up. Hold up, idea. Going to the middle area, just gonna draw kind of a little coin proc. It definitely feels like some kind of seal on a religious ancient horror deity, which is kind of what I was going for. Because I've talked about it not really at all. I think I only brought it up with Valkyrie. But a lot of the gods do have a secondary thing that they're known for or deal with. And Kaleos happens to be sea beasts, god of the weather and creatures of the sea. So, just to talk about some light Kaleo lore, we were talking about just like the most basic of the. I always feel guilty when I can't watch your live stream. Don't feel guilty. I will admit, because it's a lot of fun, but I'm always so busy. No, I get that. Whenever another creator live streams, it's always when I can't watch and I feel guilty too. I will admit, I get that a lot, but really don't. It doesn't matter at all. I like live streaming because it's fun for me, because I love getting to talk and rant about my characters for like an hour. It's like almost therapeutic in a way, and since I don't have to worry about editing and stuff, there's a lot of stress that is just gone versus from making videos. And besides, I think out of all people I know, I think you've shown up to the most of them. So I do. I'm really appreciatory for that too. So thank you, Daniel. So Kaleo is a siren. And if you don't know, sirens are from Greek mythology. And I think they're definitely one of my top favorite mythological Greek creatures. Probably even like one of my favorite mythological creatures, period, almost. Sirens, I really do love sirens. There. I think I didn't really like this second line I did, but I don't know, it's fine. Maybe maybe I should actually sketch before I just draw random lines? Maybe, potentially, no? Wow, I'm crazy. I'm insane. Maybe draw more circles. There. And I think I will color this sheet in. There we go. We got creature. So, as I was saying about Greek mythology, now I'm sure a lot okay, I wanted to say a lot of people know, but I don't think a lot of people actually do know. Since I'm in mythology spaces, everyone that I have connections to with this or watch who talks about this know, but it's not like a prevalently stated out in the world thing that's often talked about. However, game theory talked about it once. To my knowledge, I'm not a big game theory watcher. Honestly, they sound like videos that I would like, but I just haven't ever gone into it. Not my childhood YouTuber, what can I say? There we go. I don't know, maybe we can call it the Medallion of Evil. Because Kaleo's evil. I'm so ridiculous. So, sirens, if you don't know, are in Greek mythology are more avian, more bird-like. Hold on, I just got mentioned. What am I? Someone mentioned me. Help. Okay. Doesn't matter. We're good. Never mind. But, so, as I was saying, sorry about that. Sirens, the modern depiction of a siren is more like a mermaid, pretty much. It's that half human, half fish. But the difference between a siren and a mermaid is a siren has this melodic singing voice that lures people in. And sometimes in some depictions say they hypnotize, seduce, doesn't really matter. They lure people in to the rocks they lay on to get sailors to crash their ships into said rocks and then grab, kill, drown, eat, whatever then. The point is they kill people. They are monsters in a more traditional monster sense. However, the actual siren, like the from Greek mythology, is actually completely different. So, and that siren develops in the fact that they are not fish at all, ever. In fact, they are more similar to a harpy. I highly recommend, if you don't see what any of them look like, look up either a harpy or Greek siren depictions. Because if you look up siren to get a drawing of them, you will not get an actual siren from the mythology. You will get the modern interpretation, pretty much just a mermaid siren. But sirens and harpies, they do look very similar, which is funny because harpies also originate in Greek mythology. I'm pretty sure there is also a harpy in Russian and some Slavic. No, it's not, but it's not called a harpy there. There's just something harpy-like. Maybe it's called a harpy? I don't know. I don't research Slavic mythology often. I do want to more, but I don't do it often. I'm mainly talking about the Greek harpy though. So the goes from these sirens originally lived on Olympus with the gods, and one day they proclaimed that their singing was better than the muses. Now, for those that don't know, I'm pretty sure most people know just from the word what a muse means. A muse is the goddesses of music. How many goddesses there are changes depending on what you're reading, but they're usually like 12 or 10. That's normally what I see, but again, not always. Look at mythology just not being consistent ever. We love it for them. But there you go. The muses, and they challenged the muses to a singing competition because they claimed that their singing was better than the literal goddesses of music, which that ticked off the goddesses of music, rightfully so. And then they had a singing competition, in which, of course, the goddesses of music won the singing competition. It's It doesn't take a god to think that would happen, and that's what happened. So what these so after the muses, of course. Whoa, I am all over the place. Sorry again. Recover being sick. So after the muses, so pretty much after the muses successfully won in, I need to zoom out a bit, sorry. Let me just zoom out real quick. There we go. Hold on, I'm trying to think. There, yeah, I should be good. So after the muses won, since harpies, well, not harpies, I said harpies so much and now I'm getting confused. Once sirens join, once the sirens inevitably lost, the harpies decided to do something. I am mixing up everything today. Goodness gracious. Okay, let me start that again. Once the sirens inevitably lost, the muses decided that as their victory, they plucked out all of the harpy's feathers, made not harpy again. They plucked out the siren's feathers and then casted them out of Olympus. So, yeah. That's why sirens terrorize humans now, because they were their creatures taken out of their home because they challenged God of Music to a singing competition and lost. And literally got plucked of all their feathers. So now you may be wondering, I'm sure you can see here, that this doesn't look like no bird creature, and that's because I base my siren off of the modern siren. I just want to talk to you about what an actual siren is. So when you inevitably so if you end up looking more into it, you will learn that, hey, they're birds, not fish. But I do it for a specific reason. Mainly, notably, one, the existence of harpies. Since they are really similar. Besides, the whole hypnotic siren voice stuff, there really isn't much different, especially considering, appearance and stuff. Especially when we're talking about the Greek harpy versus siren. So, in my lore, this is very my lore specific, sirens do descend from harpies. They do come from a type of harpy. And I like to say, in my head, which again, none of this comes from actual mythology. But what I like to say is that because the sirens had all their feathers ripped out and they were thrown out of Olympus, that led to them developing different features to survive. I mean, now they were featherless. Birds need their feathers to fly and stuff, so the harpies are now flightless. So it was kind of almost an adaptation. In how I do that in my world, since I don't have like the Greek gods and stuff, is saying that pretty much the harpies the muses are going to be a different group of harpies, since again I'm working with Greek gods in a Greek godless world. So yeah, I decided to make the two groups of harpies be like the muses and the sirens. And what happened, one group, they had a whole war competition, one of them lost, which then resulted in them being thrown down out of the mountains where they lived. And in order to survive, since they no longer could fly with all their feathers and wings torn apart, they made a deal with the local Undine, which is a water spirit, to pretty much allow them to say, hey, if I become your worshipper of the sea, will you allow us to survive? And it came with okay, yeah, sure, but you'd have to become a being of the sea, and thus they became more mermaid-like. So that's a huge part of my personal siren lore based on, the actual Greek myths and stuff. I try to base everything I do in mythology, but not reliant on it. Nothing I do is going to be like copied and pasted from the mythology. I mean, I just haven't found anything that works that perfectly. If it works perfectly, then might as well. Don't If it isn't broke, don't fix it. But since we are interpreting things into a completely unique and new world, I definitely try to do something new. I try to have new takes and flair to both make sense of mythology then, modern interpretations or depictions of mythology now, as well as the mythology in my own world. Because even in a world full of magical legends and myth, there are still mythological creatures and figures and characters that I've been working on developing. That's actually a big part about what I'm working on now. Besides, of course, designing the God of Weather, a big part of my personal work has been developing specifically I don't know, what is it called? Oh, developing the myths, tales, and stories that my characters would tell. And that's really important. If you're ever making a setting or developing a history, I highly recommend you think about the stories your character grew up on. Because not only is it a big part of character development, as it's like your stories are a big part of growing up in any place. So, like, write stories. Not only not don't write. Sorry, I'm gonna get a drink of water. I will answer myself later. Oh my goodness. feel like I'm melting over here. So, write stories for not only your characters, but write stories that are stories your character would tell. Like childhood stories and dreams and like I'm even making a little I don't think I'll ever actually write it, but I like plotted out and did basic character developing for a book from from one of my characters' childhood. And that mainly is because this book is really sentimental to them. Ah, darn it. Yeah, that comes mainly because this book is so sentimental to them, but also for the fact that I don't know, it is a part of the character's history and backstory as what they read. Write stories within your story, is what I'm trying to say. There, so now we've got a basic figure sketch. Ugh, sorry I'm coughing so much. I was doing so good all stream. But now I'm just melting. I don't like melting. Hold up, I'm gonna go. One of the times I streamed, the dogs accidentally snuck outside, and I usually do not hear them too much, but I usually hear them a bit, and I haven't heard them at all. So I'm gonna make sure that dogs are still here real quick. They probably are. It's probably fine, and it's probably, I'm sick and anxious. But I'll be right back, I promise. Hi, sorry about that. I'm back. Just so you know, they are all very nicely laying down in the living room. Very quietly. They're taking mid-dog day nap or something. Now we get on to the fun stuff now. Which of course is drawing hair. Gotta draw her sharp draw line. Gotta draw a skull because people have skulls. So that's where we attach and build off the neck as well as the front, and Most people you wouldn't draw that for. But I don't know, I just like drawing a little line there. I always do. Which I didn't do it here. Now I have. Ha ha ha. So, her original hairstyle, which I'm going to be doodling up here real quickly for you. Just hold up. Another drink of water and okay. So her hair, one, I'm not changing, actually, hold up. Little, we'll get back to her hair later. I just want to draw the little fins on her head right now. Just, there you go. Draw the fins on this little head depiction now. So I'm not changing her little hair poof. I've always liked her hair poof. Her hair is perfect. No notes. Give her a nose. Which her hair follows of a circle, which turns into a lovely swirl. And then boop, boop, and boop, boop. This big puff. And then we have another swirl here. Got the start of her hair. Now on this side, there is none of that little hair bang. Only here there is. So I'm planning to keep that way. Again, I'm not planning to change the front of her hair. But normally, before recently, so I'm going to draw it first because I want to do example of it. Her hair's always just kind of been long. Like, I usually have, like, another thing here. But other than that, her hair's just kind of been long and poofy. And, like, cloud-like and doing normal cloud stuff. You know, like if it was made out of clouds. Like if she was, like, the god of weather or something. But yeah, I felt, even though this has definitely changed and I doubt I'm gonna go back to it, I thought I at least deserved to be drawn once, you know? Just thieves. So the next idea is the one that I've been doing most recently, which I'm gonna draw it from a side view real quick. Which I hate drawing side views as normal, as per usual, but you know, you need to learn how to. Here's neck. And so my newer thing has been to draw kind of like this little ponytail back and do more of like a bun thing. Of course, we still got all that cloudness going on here. I'd never strip her of that. She has the right to maintain, be a cloud, I guess. I don't know. Kind of ridiculous, as you can see. So, but then from that, I've been giving like these little just like hair strands pretty much of cloud from that. Like this is probably more cumulus and this is more like a serious. No, I have not taken time to think about the type of clouds her hair is made out of. Maybe I should, but I have not at this moment in time. But then, of course, iconic poof. Which this does now come with the thinking about how the hair is built up here. Like it's probably like a little like a that thing there. This is how hair is being tucked away in a ponytail. Hee And just because I want to try out more ideas, because I think she's going to be the character showing up with the most different hairstyles. Simply because, well, when your hair is literally made out of clouds, there's a lot of things you can do with it. So just another example of a cloud hairstyle I was thinking is like, so of course again, iconic poof. I'm not even thinking about getting rid of these two poofs. They're part of her personality and character, and I'm not reworking the entire character. So I was thinking, and then do that same pulled back look, but instead we do two of them and do more of these like kind of poof balls like that. Maybe if I drew it from the front angle here. Not the front ankle. No! Not the ankles. So like just this hairstyle example from the front view. Hair poof. Siren ears. Just basic siren ears. But then instead on either side it's kind of like this little, which I do like that. That is cute. Hold her little crown. Maybe I should be drawing her crown and stuff up yours too. There, just some crowned Kaleo moment. Which I do like this hair, but I do think it is more childish than like the bun and then these two strands. But let's not be rude. Let's not rule it out completely, and let's not rule out this completely. Even though it's ruled out almost completely, even though I haven't even drawn it yet. And that would be, of course, poof. Got the poof. And then I've just been having fun drawing this short hair in the back. I don't know, maybe it's short hair Kaleo era. Yeah, no. Kaleo need long hair. So, as expected, of course, poof. And poof. I will say sometimes there usually is a little hair dollop over here, but I don't care about it, so I'll just throw it in now. Um, draw her crown. Look at my step-by-step Kaleo drawing guide. Just draw her. And then little storm cloud. So I will say there's kind of like one problem with this hairstyle for me. Even though it's pretty much perfect in all ways, there is one problem I've always had with it. And that's the fact it does take away some design aspects of her silhouette. Like, as you can see, like her crown here, I'm not about making it like sky freaking high to stick out before her bun. So unlike before with like this hair, you can, if I were to silhouette her, now you can't see it. So an idea that I had is to, again, draw her head, draw her bun up here is the circle for the bun. Just try to do a quick little sketch. And because it looks wrong, I gotta draw her front hair. But now with that bun, since it no longer has that spike from the crown, one idea is to get rid of it. It is kind of typical siren but I was thinking about adding different, more like hair stick type things, featuring like little lightning bolts. So yeah, I was thinking like little lightning bolt hair stick stuff. Just to kind of give into that shape, to have that shape more sharp, interesting, and have that weathery lightning bolt-ish aesthetic to it. I think she's fine with the crown still there, but lightning bolts. But now I feel like I want to draw something with them. Like maybe just like these little wisps of like silk draping following her just like that. She's just so ethereal and pretty. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I'll think about the concept more later. Put some pearls on the end of those though. She loves pearls. And speaking of pearls, this is why this stream is going to be shorter today. Not just because I'm suffering, but because that is literally all she wears. Is besides if I add those things, which I'm getting more attached to the idea of them by the second, is that she just wears multiple strands of pearl necklaces. And I'm gonna draw those now. Just draw a lot of pearl necklaces. This is how to draw Kaleo. Make a pearl brush. Oh, you got more pearls? And voila, Kaleo. She's such a diva. We love her. Just want to reference her. No. I'm not too worried about her scars. I think I will just include them because it feels wrong not to. But yeah. There we go. Kaleo. Which I will say, normally Kaleo has just been drawn without any clothing. But I did decide to add at least pearls into the mix. Just to give more into that goddess weather diva aesthetic. Of course, we gotta do the fun part and vary up that shape a bit because she's not just a perfectly tail stuff. She got all kinds of lumps because she's Cloud. There you go. I was gonna draw Kaleo's younger form, but I'm deciding not to. Because even though Kaleo looks nothing like her normal form, she kinda does. Like, what changes is the colors. And since I only am gonna color with her like a holy color, I'm sorry again. I'm not even thinking about playing around with colors and stuff in this phase. There's really no reason to, but I think I will draw a little homage to it. She deserves it. Draw that sharp face again. I'll draw with both eyes open now. Draw her little siren ears. Draw her siren ears. Siren ears have been drawn. Uh, and yeah, again, since it's younger Kaleo gets to have two eye privileges instead of just her one. Iconic swoop stays. Because she's an icon and she never changes anything about herself, even if it's detrimental to other people. And, I guess there is something I do need to change. Since her hair is not made out of clouds here, we do kind of gotta change how it's textured and stuff. Like, there's still swoop, but there is more, or, like, she's got very curly hair, which I do want to try to get across. I don't think I'm doing that well. And I don't want to just scribble throughout it. But gotta draw. I don't know. Starting over. Starting over. Got a hairline now. Gotta worry about hairlines. There's a hairline. We've got all these curls. Yeah, it looks very messy, but it's something. It's something, alright. You can tell I'm not the best at drawing black hairstyles. Especially, and not even just black hairstyles, just curly hair in general. Yeah. I'm practicing. I'm working on it. Don't worry. Got a lot of pearls now too, but less pearls. The hardest part about drawing curls is that there truly is a lot of details in all the curls, and I've got a very heavily stylized style. This definitely comes across as like more stylized curls, and the reason why I draw it like that is because her hair is made out of clouds instead of actual hair, which allows my style to feel like it can justify the more cartoony look, because it is literally made out of something different. But like this, it wasn't, so I gotta draw hair for it. Now, lore time. We're nearing the end of the stream now. Congrats, guys, we made it. It's lore time. So, sirens, another little tidbit about them, which is lightly based on the mythology around them, is that they come in groups of 3. Now, this is an interesting phenomenon among the sirens, is the fact that when a mother siren gives birth to her young, that they are rarely alone, that there's like almost always 3 of them. So typically gives birth to like triplets, which honestly sucks. Taking care of that many kids would be hard. Also, I forgot to draw. I like drawing these little fins. I always do, and I forgot to. So, this sirens are, at least mostly, there are some differences because, sex is not a binary thing, but they mostly fall under female. And so that means sirens are a creature that does need to mate with a different creature in order to have offspring, which is a very interesting phenomenon that I've been trying to develop better for my lore, but it's been a little hard. So, now with Kaleo. Kaleo is the eldest of her 3 triplet sisters. And even though they're all kind of born at the same time, there can be like a few days apart, or at least there's always one that has to be born first. They're never the exact age, even if they're all born on the same day. And whoever's older by whether it be minutes or week is deemed kind of like the leader of this siren group. So Kaleo was pretty much in charge of her sisters, and sirens, once they be a little older, still not even adults, still not even considered adults by siren standards, because they're pretty much left on their own, with the eldest siren left in charge of her sisters while the mother goes back to her sisters. And this results, the older sibling is pretty much in charge of making sure that food is being gathered. They lead the songs, the singing, all of that kind of stuff to make sure that they manage to get food. They also are the ones usually finding places, deciding when to leave places, and all that stuff. It's a very important job to be the eldest sister of a siren. Talked about forced parentalization. Just a siren culture at this point. But this does come with the drawback of they're a fairly reserved species. They don't interact with much other life, not even other sirens, just usually between the sisters is where they talk. And that goes into the fact that sirens are like sirens, they're carnivores. They eat meat. They eat people. Just gonna draw some cards here. So what happened with Kaleo is that they were looking for new boats. There hadn't been too much in the area. It was, say, an off season for like fruit and vegetables, so they were not being shipped over the water and transported as goods much because they weren't quite ready for that. So it was the harder times to find food for a siren, so they began swimming around and searching the ocean for some light prey, such as fish, but looking for hopefully, ultimately, a bigger meal. Which is when one fairly stormy night, the siren discovered a boat, one sailing in the middle of the sea and seemed to be stirring up quite the ruckus. They decided to swim over and go check it out. It was perfect for their fit. The crew seemed young and naive, and like the perfect picking for a siren trio. For a hungry siren trio. Oh. But then that's when they realized what was going wrong, what was trying to stir. They were trying to mess with and disturb a kraken, but when they realized this, it was much too late. The kraken, alert from its slumber, water being flung everywhere, clouds being stirred up as it start to storm and rain. Hold up, is that underneath? I don't think that it. Oh, it is. Whoa, nice. The sirens deciding to flee. they were not about to deal with the Kraken today. They would rather lose a meal than lose their lives. Lives, you could say. So they tried to swim off, but in the debris of the ship being torn apart by this Kraken, debris flew everywhere and ended up killing Kaleo as she dashed in front of one of her sisters to save her life. She sacrificed her own and died in the process. Her face torn apart by the wreckage of the ship, and as she was impaled by flying bits of wood. And yeah, that's the end. Goodbye.